Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Anima Gate of Memories Arcane Edition. We're going to play the Gate of Memories side. Okay, where to? That is the question. Oh, that's right.
Nascal entered the hall where the Council of Brax was taking place. The greatest artists and creators of the world met once every decade under those walls. Different civilizations.
Nope, not him. Oh, that's right. It's the damn author. Is this even the right place? I don't think it is. This thing really needs a waypoint indicator or something. Or I should at least be able to assign it on the map and do it myself. order of Nathaniel is not readable. Nowhere. Nazgul core.
This place. This is part of the messenger. Everything here resonates with his fragments of memories. We can use it to reach him.
Yes, but we will need at least 3 to summon him.
Oh, I still need stuff. Okay. I do like the art. I mean, I like kind of all the the sort of slender, long proportions. I think it looks cool. Oh man, they gotta wrap this. They gotta wrap this gameplay up in something else. It's just an average game as far as gameplay goes. I mean, everything else around it, I think it's really well done. This guy's Gaudimus, that's right, because he's all fascinated over him. All I can think about is your puppets. It's like, dude, you got problems, man. Did it open up anything?
Nazgul suddenly awoke. For months, he had been unable to sleep well, and that night had been particularly bad, something which he blamed on the emotion of being so close to finishing his work. Washing his face, he noticed how terrible he looked in the mirror, and thought that very soon he would have to be ready to return to society. Nazgul was unsure of how much time had passed since he had visited the Council of Brax. After that night, he invested his vast fortune in creating a secluded mansion away from the civilized world. A huge and well-equipped workshop in which he could devote body and soul to his work, free from distractions. It had been years, or maybe even decades, since the last time he had contact with another human being. But loneliness meant little to him. All that mattered was that he was close to reaching his goal. Over the years, just improving his creative talent wasn't enough for Nazgul. His goal was much higher. He devoted day after day to research the same process Gaudimus developed to make his works, becoming an unrivaled expert in lost science and supernatural rituals. With such unusual tools, he managed to create countless animated puppets, which were able to move by themselves. the very ones that now protected his mansion and took care of its maintenance. But they were all just prototypes for his definitive work, the ultimate puppet. An artificial being so perfect, it would not be aware that it was not alive. Nascal solemnly went down to the heart of his workshop, where his most valued masterpiece waited for him. On the table was a body. Any observer would think without a doubt that it was a true human being. It had the same appearance as its creator, as identical as 2 drops of water. The master puppeteer smiled. In his next encounter with Gaudamus, it would be his marionette that greeted him. An ironic joke that only he would be able to understand. After reviewing the status of the project for hours, Nascal determined that it was only a matter of days until it was finished. Only a few pieces were missing, which should be stored in his secondary workshop. With unusual anxiety, he walked to the north wing in search of them. It had been a long time since he had visited that area of the mansion, and he was not even really sure of why he stopped going there. Upon entering the room, the master puppeteer was struck by the terrible state of the place. He didn't remember having forsaken it for so long. Without giving it too much thought, Nascal walked to where the pieces were stored, but he saw something in his way which puzzled him. There, sitting in the workshop, was a corpse, holding the parts Nascal had come for. His flesh, rotted and dried, was in pretty bad shape, suggesting that it had been in that place for a long time. Surprised, Nascal approached to examine the body, but before he could do so, the puppet master became completely paralyzed with terror. Because, despite being worn and wasted, there was no doubt. The corpse had exactly the same face as him.
Convention general there. Workshop. stairs. Let's take a look around first. Arcane portal chamber.
These seals are really powerful. I don't think that we can open them, baby.
Bearer of Calamities, I felt your presence.
Lord Romeo?
Exet? Are you kidding, babe? The damn Supreme Inquisitor here?
Shut up!
I am outside the building. Our forces, our armies, Nathaniel, the Inquisition, they are all here. I used all my power to create this gap that allows us to communicate, but it is unstable. We must be brief.
Milord, lady, she's dead. And the artifact is still missing. But it's just a matter of time before I...
Silence. What is happening is much more serious than you think. Far more than any of us ever thought. Just one person predicted it. And now we're too late. The whole world is in chaos. Many of the rules of reality are breaking. And this place is the source of everything.
I'm sorry, my lord. I don't understand.
The book you had to recover, the Biblos, was a collection of prophecies made by Herael Grimoire. They described certain conditions that would cause the end of the world. The object itself was unimportant. What mattered was the content. According to her omens, when a certain number of unique entities were reunited, they would bring about the end of all existence. For centuries, we have called these creatures the Messengers of the End, a suitable name for those who are considered the harbingers of the world's destruction. However, we never exactly understood all the intricacies of the prophecy, nor were able to locate all of the messengers. Until now.
My lord?
They are coming, Bearer of Calamities. Many are already here. This place is attracting the messengers to its core. We don't know how or why, but these creatures are meeting here for the first time. But we cannot enter. The tower is not in the same reality I am, where any of us are. Before me, there are only ruins and desolation. But you are already inside, which only means one thing. You are the last resort we have.
I'd like to ask for a raise.
You are my weapon. The darkness that devours darkness. My instrument of destruction. Find them, annihilate them, all of them, or the world will not see many more sunrises.
Yeah, about my paycheck.
We will try to stop them here before they arrive, but many will enter through the crevices between realities. Now go, Hunter of Shadows. You have much to do.
Oh, he has a poop bucket here, huh? Yeah, you gotta go, you gotta go.
There is no time to talk, Bearer of Calamities. You have your orders. Destroy the messengers.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, shithead Romeo?
Yes, good. Show me where to go. The game definitely lacks the ability to do that for you. And lights. Telling you where to go, and lights are the two biggest improvements that need to happen.
If that thing says something like it's dangerous to go alone, I will kill him.
Welcome to this, my humble room. My name is Velez. It is a pleasure for me to meet such distinguished guests. A monster without fate, and a young lady who has lost everything. Calm down, you have nothing to fear. I'm not an enemy. Though I suppose I would not consider myself an ally either. I am neither a memory nor a guest of the tower. You could say I'm a simple intermediary.
He speaks the truth, baby. I feel no hostility from him. In fact, I don't feel anything from him at all.
I know, but I can't help being uneasy. There's something strangely familiar about him. Velez was your name, right? Excuse me if I was rude. The truth is that it's been a difficult day.
Do not worry, my dear. Under the circumstances, it's logical that you're confused. You're not the only one here who feels this way.
What do we got? Boy, text definitely needs to be scaled a little better.
If you mean the tower, it has many names, but I think that it would be appropriate to call it Arcane. A place where the real world and the dream are part of the same side of the coin. The chamber, as I told you before, is Labyrinthos, my humble home.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a mere intermediary between guests and the world. I am not allowed to interfere. That is what the rules of the existence dictate. I won't help you, nor will I stand in your way.
Can you help us?
If you are here, you were chosen. You, a monster without fate, and the one who has lost everything, you can choose. Choose what? Your eyes ask, even when your lips have not yet moved. Everything. There are no limits. Such is my task. You can obtain everything or nothing, as long as you exchange it for something of equal value.
You know the other inhabitants of the tower?
Of course. They, the same as you, are moving too. Many of them are also invited to Labyrinthos. Or at least, those who are real. But excuse me, I may have already said too much. And I should not ignore the rules.
What is happening in this place?
I couldn't say. There are rules, and my limits are inside this room. I can only say that this is an old story that is about to end. A tale that is just waiting for all the actors in the play to be placed where they belong.
What do you have for us?
If what you seek is something material, I have for you a long list of artifacts that perhaps you may find interesting. In return, unless you have something more interesting, I'll be happy to use as currency the fragments of existence of those that you have destroyed.
No skill points. Okay, where now, huh?
These seals are really powerful. I don't think that we can open them, baby. These seals are really powerful.
Okay, so I'm back to not knowing where I'm supposed to go. Sweet.
This place. This is part of the messenger. Everything here resonates with his fragments of memories. We can use it to reach him.
Yes, but we will need at least 3 to summon him.
3 of what? 3 of where? A little bit more clarity, man. Pourlage. Okay, nothing here. You opened to nothing! Yay, congratulations! Just go to every single place I've been in, make sure I cover all the puzzles, read any books I find. That's all I can really do without a better map system or any sort of guidance. Seems like the developer wanted sort of an old-fashioned game, which would be great, but you know, we're not doing those kind of games this way for a reason. Especially this old-fashioned, everything is completely dark color palette. I don't know. I mean, this is like early '90s kind of design. I mean, that would be fine if like the art was weak or something. But the art is really strong, so covering it all up like this, it seems like a real shame. Ruby red, Reuben. No one read us? Okay. What did it open? Where is it? Is it back here? Again, I kind of feel a little, just a little bit of modern hand-holding is fine in a game like this. You know, to be so against it, to have nothing at all. Especially, I mean, if you look at this map that you're given, it's not, it's not very informative. That's for sure. I'm like stuck because I can't see the scenery. I don't know who made this decision, but they shouldn't have. This was a terrible decision to make this game this dark, with no form of gamma correction. I mean, I really can't stress that enough. A lot of this could be fixed. It's like somebody kept their old Trapper Keeper from the 90s and all they had was like black ink pens. Yeah. Or they designed all this stuff. See, and this lead anywhere? I don't think it does. I don't think it actually goes to anything important.
I'm just a merchant, and if I had a name, I do not remember it now. Open this door, and I promise you that I'll know how to thank you.
Yeah, sure.
The secrets, the passages, they echo in my head like screams. Stop them! Make them stop!
So far I haven't run into any keys that I can get. So again, I'm sort of at a loss. It's like, oh, what now? Man, there should be an easy way to do this. Not this incredibly painful waiting game. Because the game is so dark, I can't really discern a whole lot of stuff. Like, really? How? Lame. Yeah, nothing here. It's like, do I want to go there? No, I don't. Oh well, why don't we stop it there for today? This is audap. You're watching Anima, Gate of Memories, Arcane Edition on Nintendo Switch. There are a lot of things that bother me about this game. I do want to see it through to the end, but it's like every time you feel motivated and you've unlocked something, then another thing comes along and annoys the crap out of you. And you know, I'm sorry, developers. I know you had some good intentions, but you really should have had somebody else play this game. I mean, it's rough, man. Like I said, it's not a motivator. It never gives you enough to make you want to play more. You kind of have to sit through and force yourself through it in order to see to the end of it. But we'll play this off and on. I don't think this will be a regular thing. Just whenever I have a little bit more free time, I think I'll make my way through this. You know, but there are like other bigger games out there, and as I just said, it's tough to get this one with all of its flaws. It's tough to motivate yourself to play it. But I don't want to discourage people from checking it out because it seems like it's really good once you get into it. But it does have some warts, so you have to accept those as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.